All right. As you all have completed your rest, you have seen that lurking above and making their way towards you seems to be some folks who are hunting you from the village that you escaped. At the same time, there is a rolling cascade of what appears to be umber animated creatures that are moving from the ruins and crypts of Zorthru along with the island of the First Fairy. They're still out of range, both groups, but seem to have caught upon your position. What would you like to do?
Grim suggests smart thing. Lead those people to the undead. Let them deal with it. We get by.
Yeah, I agree. Is there a way, as we're looking around, is there a way that we can go towards the first fairy but avoid the Umbra creatures? Let them kind of...
Well, I'll say both seem to be kind of locked on you. So what you want to do is figure out ways to you have to get them not, like, both seem to know you're there as well, I guess I guess.
Right.
But does the people know the other one's there? Like, I understand the villagers know they're following us, but do they realize what is in front of us?
It's hard to totally tell. They might at some point. They might be trying to get you quick.
At some point, yes. So that's the thing Grim's hoping. Maybe we can buy enough time to hold them off back here for those things to get closer, and then we make our move away.
Okay. So your idea is that these things would get close enough to each other that they'd have to deal with each other instead of you.
Yes.
And
The village, I'm hoping that the villagers are going to start thinking about the safety of themselves, and when they realize that the undead might overnumber them, that this battle might not go their way, that they'll run, and by the time they're thinking that, we've already booked it. So we might have to begin the fight, but then halfway through, we might have to find a way to get out of the fight. I'm up for other ideas, though.
Well, I have a geography question. I know the map's not exactly to scale 1-to-1 sort of thing, but I'm under the impression we were still basically on the other shore, that we still have all this wall, bridge, support, whatever work to go through before we even get to the statue. Like, we're looking across the bay. You can see the statue. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, the statue's across the bay.
Okay. So the zombies are like way far away.
They're on the same shore as you, coming towards you.
Yeah, but it's further west than even the ferry is.
So
they're a lot less of a threat than the villagers.
I think you're thinking of it wrong, Eliana. I think when we came out, we saw the zombies coming from that area, and they're right in front of us, and then we're getting followed by the villagers. Correct, Matt? And then after the zombies is the ferry.
I would say you're probably closer to that shore than you think you're closer, if that makes sense.
So we got to deal with the zombies first, more so than the villagers. They're in our way if we wanted to keep going west. I think it's worry about the zombies and then let the villagers clash with them, as I'm sure the zombies are going to attack whoever's breathing and has brains. So yeah, I like your idea, but I think instead of the villagers, we try to skirt around the zombies as much as we can, because they're going to be a little slower moving. I mean, I don't know. They're undead. I don't know. We haven't run into any. How many zombies have we run into in our lives?
Undead don't stop, though. They just keep fighting. You can't scare something that doesn't scare.
So I'm looking at the map and I see the statue of the first fairy. It's across in a little bay. And then I see the Grief Cliff Mountains. That's where they kind of go up. So are we saying that we're kind of at the base?
Yeah,
on
you're
the
like roughly
northern
here.
side?
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
Right.
So
Okay,
with the
exactly.
And the creatures are like coming up right at the corners here. So they're coming up towards you.
So they came out, they came across through the water, and are coming up.
Yes.
And then the villagers
Oh,
are coming up over here from where.
Yeah, they're
kind of-
coming down.
yeah, okay.
So you're on this incline. That's kind of the idea. Because remember, Grim just ran with you.
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
he is, and there was some fear in this stuff, and so as he got away, like he just kind of got you into a not great position.
No, that's a
Right.
good visual there. Can we head then towards these pillars? Kind of, they're
Up
coming.
here?
If they're coming up from this way and down from this way, and then we just kind of head. I guess if this is northwest to where these pillars are, because I'm assuming that we have to get across this little land bridge anyway to get to the crypts. Is that where that's where we're headed?
So the narrative story would be, we are scrambling towards the pillars, shooting behind us, like the Lord of the Rings thing, riding our horses away from the bad guys that are following us, the orcs and the villagers, taking them down as we can, but we're going to keep moving to get to a defensible position by those pillars. So
And then maybe as they converge, the Umbra creatures don't care.
we got a war of three armies.
Indeed.
So that
Just
is that
bring
does
them
that
in our
work for
way,
the
right?
narrative? Or,
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm totally good with that. So what
Okay.
I've got is sounds like you're trying to get over there, and the idea is that escape is basically them having to tangle with each other. So your
Yeah.
general goal is move, so they get closer and closer, and eventually you have to deal with each other, which eventually leaves room for you to totally get out.
hopefully, yeah.
So, with that, mechanically here, I've got an escape and a consequence counter going. So I've set our escape at 12 and our consequence at 10. So as we go narratively, we'll start to kind of take spotlight, take moves to make that happen as you're trying to get away. And all your rolls are modifying those in those timers. So the way it works is every time you make a action roll, the consequence goes down 1. Every time we get if you get a crit, the escape counter will go down 3. A success with hope, it goes down 2. Success with fear, it goes down 1. And a failure with fear, the consequence goes down an additional 1 on top of the other.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right, as Darren starts, we start to see this. Darren will wings out, fly up, try to get a better view of what's going on, see where the pillars are, and suggest that we head that direction. And, if they follow us, maybe they'll collide into each other. So I think that's our best course. Can't go up, can't go down.
Okay.
Let's go
So
for it.
are you trying to like navigate that course? So what are you trying to do?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. From a little higher vantage point. So I'm flying up.
Absolutely. Give me instinct, please.
Instinct. Uh, 15 with fear.
Okay. That is a success. As you, sorry, you go quicker and quicker. You're able to find where there's almost like this path where the mountains will go kind of sheer, so that both sides have to traverse up and down at odd angles, while you actually kind of find a almost perfect horizontal path. So
Follow
kind
me,
of slows
boys.
them down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was sick poison and like Ileana. Sorry, Ileana.
Oh.
Eh.
All right. So moving it gives you some cover as they are now trying to have to go kind of strangely, I don't know, making their paths longer. Who'd like to take it next?
For the people coming down the mountain, is there a convenient spot to shoot out, shoot some magic at a boulder to make their path more perilous? Like cause a rock slide on them, or so
Okay.
they slide down the mountain instead?
Gotcha. So you're trying to like hit at their feet and such.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
they're running down and it looks like, oh, that'd be a great place to shoot some magical energy and make them fall.
Okay, yeah, I like that. So you can go ahead and just give me an attack roll.
Sweet, that was a crit, double nines.
Woo!
So she unleashed chaos at the ground underneath the villagers as they're kind of like turning behind her and going, oh look, blast. And then whatever boulders or how many of them do we get? That sort of
Yeah, I mean,
just slow them down.
yeah, I think this is huge. So you see a huge bunch of them kind of sliding, and so they're getting, instead of like kind of keeping this distance and coming at you, they now realize they're almost sliding towards the undead. Part of the undead is probably moving towards you, or towards them rather, kind of
Yeah.
splitting off, getting the various scents moving. So they're having to make drastic stuff. They're almost not able to make progress towards you.
Sweet. And so that helps our escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
dropped
so-
it 3.
Yep, dropped at 3. So now escapes at 8, consequences at 8.
Okay. Very grim.
Okay. Grim's going to make an opening with the zombies. It's what I do best. So, I am going to literally run into the middle of them and just start grabbing them and trying to throw them. So, it's going to mainly be me attacking. And if I attack from there and hit, then I get to be able to do things.
Wait, so you're getting to this? What are you doing again?
I'm running into the zombies to attack, to create an opening for us to get by them.
Okay. So narratively, they're kind of more behind you.
Yeah, I think we're out in front right now with our.
Yeah,
with our
because you
couple
started
roll.
to go horizontal, and now they're kind of chasing
Okay.
after. Because you're not going towards them. You're going, that you started to just go. So basically, if you figure north and south, you started to go west.
And you need
Okay.
help further reduce our escape by continuing to scout out a route on the ground?
I
Clearing trees? I don't know.
will. I mean, okay. So then, in front of us, what exactly do we see? Like,
Okay, so you start to see the large ruins of where the land bridge of Zothu is, and you seem to be following a type of path that maybe was here long ago that you've kind of uncovered. But that's kind of like various rock, this black algae that's growing along it.
I suppose then I will. Try to cause. I will climb to the highest point as I see into the side of us and try to cause a rock slide or a cave, like some way to stop movement from behind.
Okay. So you're going to try to make it so nobody else can get on the path.
Yeah, blocking the path.
Absolutely. I love that. Let's do a strength.
That is going to be a 13 with hope.
A 13 with hope. Okay, so with that, unfortunately, as you dig in, you find that much of the damage that can be done has been. It's just solid stone. Maybe there's some metal encased in here. As you just push it and pushing, it's impossible to go through, as both sides now, a larger contingent has begun to come off of you, and it looks like the
Hey, Matt,
village. Yeah.
before we get into it, as Garen is flying above, he notices what Grim is doing, and he'll yell down to Grim to go a little lower in where he's trying to bash. And I'll give him one of my prayer dice to add 4 to his roll.
All right.
So that's my my class feature for the Seraph, to be able to give one of my 3 prayer dice that I rolled out beforehand. So
Okay. What does it add to it?
That
4.
makes it 17 with hope.
17. All right. So that's a success with hope. Very good. As you, all right. So, all right. The path collapses in on itself as you now, and I would say it's almost like you do it very well. So there's almost like now a small ravine of about 10 feet that's separating you and them. So they'd have to almost leap over. And as you pull it from above, it also creates like a crack that the villagers are going to have to go up and around should they need to do that, as you start to see them moving, which they kind of take advantage of because it gets them further away from the undead and lets both kind of focus on all of you a little better. All right, and then with that, what I will say, okay, so basically each of you, your next rolls can be made at advantage because of chat spending some points, Carrie specifically. So whatever action roll you do,
awesome. Thank you.
you do that. However, as you pull, and I spend some fear, there is, as you pull this, there's this kind of like almost what seems to be like a stone pipe that was here that you also end up pulling off of, and this like sludge comes up, and because of the anger starts flowing down the same path as you all are taking, and it is thick and tar like. I do need strength reactions.
Can I? Is there something like? Describe to me what kind of path? Can I wall walk over it, around it, above it?
You could probably do that like when you have the spotlight again. It just happens so quick right now. It's
Okay.
just a reaction.
Fair enough.
All right. So I'm still flying. Matt, could I swoop down and pick up Ileana? Or we
Sure.
got to wait for her roll to happen?
Well,
can
I would
pull-
say this. Why do we do this? You're getting agility reaction.
Okay.
If either of the two fail, we can kind of let you pick which one you do from there. So you have a little bit of choice here.
Gotcha.
So I got an 11 with
Okay.
but it's a reaction roll, right? So 11.
11.
I got a critical.
Nice.
I did too. Double
Okay.
twos.
Okay.
Nice.
Very cool. So just as about as it looks like it's going to get Ileana, Garen swoops down, is able to grab her from the sludge.
Yeah, thank you.
I have to mark it stressed, but worth it.
Very nice. So with that, we'll go ahead and pass the spotlight. We're at 6 escape, 7 consequence.
All right, so I'm carrying Ileana, and I asked her where should we set down, and we're looking for a spot, maybe where the sludge is kind of falls off or goes a different route, and then so I'm asking for, or I'm trying to look around there and see where our next part of the path we should go now with this new river of sludge that is kind of taking over for us.
Gotcha. You're like, how are we gonna possibly get out of this? We need a new route.
And I'll help with a pair of eyes. I can't talk. Help with a pair of eyes, and I guess add to his role. I don't know how I can do that. Do we still have the advantage?
Well, yeah, you like everyone has advantage now, so you wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah.
So you wouldn't use that. You wouldn't help right now. So
Right.
But go ahead, Garen. You can have that advantage. Carry game and make this another survival or instinct.
With advantage, you get 21 with fear.
Okay. So that's a success with fear. So that goes down 1. And I will basically make a move with that. Alright, I would say... Alright. Okay, so Grim is running, the two of you are essentially flying, and yeah, I would say just at this point, I think for the two of you up there, being on the coast here, there is this strong wind blowing off the waters and up, and it seems that the way it's like it blocks it from the mainland, but this high you realize that the air is a little toxic. It's starting to get into your lungs and burn, and so I will need instinct reactions to kind of, this is like a hold your breath type of deal.
Yay.
Is this still with advantage or no?
No, it was just good for one roll.
Oh, another crit. 9s this time.
Ooh,
I had a 15.
15. That will work for both of you as you get on there. You feel the air. It's not good to stay up here too long, but you're able to get by for now as we go. Alex, go next.
I'm just kind of, how close is I mean, are we moving away at a pretty good pace from the villagers, or are they still within far?
I mean, the villagers themselves have kind of been out of range.
Okay.
So,
And zombies?
yeah, same thing, but they're all still following. But
yeah. Well, I'm kind of just floating along with Garen. I'm just going to keep looking ahead to see if there's a spot we can land. Scouting out if there's anything that we're flying into, any dangers. While I'm
Probably helping Grim along too.
So you're trying to find a good place to land? That would be
yeah, I guess a good path while we're up here, trying to figure out where's a safe spot we can kind of get back together with Grim. I'm keeping an eye on him too, I guess. I got nothing else I could really do, so I'm just looking out and being aware. I'm preparing.
All right. So give me that instinct.
Let's see. 14 with hope.
14 with hope will succeed. All right. So finally, you find it's a little bit off the path as the sludge now is just flowing. You are able to land above, leaving Grim still with the sludge. And Grim, I'm going to do another strength reaction to not get left behind as the sludge is still there. So the two of you now are like quite apart from Grim.
Grim, go left. Go left.
That is going to be 11, 12, 13. Plus 3 is a 16.
Ooh. All right. So I think with that, you're able to. It's up to you. Where do you want to? Do you feel like that's going to get you on the
Grim just kind of burrows into the sludge and just pushes through. That bath he had, Garen, it's no longer matters because he's covered in sludge. dripping as he comes out. It just shakes off, but it's still all matted on him. And as he comes out, he puts his hands into the walls and remembers he has gecko gloves as he was going to start punching holes to climb. But he just literally puts his hands and starts climbing like Spider-Man and goes, Spider Ape, Spider Ape, Spider Ape.
Going all the way up. Very good. Who'd like to take spotlight next?
As I start climbing, I am then punching a wall and creating a rock and going, and then looking behind me and just chucking rocks to like help just make a difficult terrain for anything that does follow us has to get through these rocks now.
Nice.
Did we find a spot to put Ileana down?
Yeah.
All right. So after I found a safe spot for her, I want to circle back around and see if I can get a better. Actually, I'll pick up a couple of those rocks that Grim had bashed and circle back towards where the zombies are and see if I could just kind of throw them at them and do a little damage or slow them down a little bit in some way. I just want to get. My real intent is to see how far back they are, but if I can hurt one or two of them in the process, that's probably good. So do a little dive bomber run on them.
Cool. So Grim wants you to do your strength throw, and Garen wants you to do a agility.
For Grim, I got a 19 with hope.
Nice.
8 with hope.
Okay. Very good. All right, this brings us down where we're at 1 left on the escape die. We've got 3 on the consequence. As throwing these rocks, Garen's able to throw and make it harder and harder. Now they're having to divert, and now it looks like they're just on the precipice of having to engage with one another.
Where are they in relationship to the sludge pipe?
At this point, they'd probably be past it.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to take a blast at that and maybe open it up.
Or not, I mean, it's one of those. Okay, so I apologize. So we'll go through. That's kind of an interest. It's a question. Sometimes I answer a question I shouldn't. That's not a question I shouldn't have answered. Because it's not. It's hey, I'd like to use the sludge pipe, and so
you're fine.
It's so no. What I'm saying is, in the future, you can just go, okay, I want to use the sludge pipe, and I'd like it to explode upon them. And so, narratively, they can be by it. How would you like to do this?
So it would be, if it's safe enough away from Grim, it would be like I did before on the side of the hill. I'm going to take a shot at, Unleash Chaos to maybe open that wider, seeing as we're all past, we're all safe from it, hopefully, and take a shot at that to make it worse for these guys to get closest to us and hopefully get our last escape point down.
All right. Very good. Do your spellcasting.
All right, that's 15, 16, and 18 with hope.
Very
Nice.
good. All right, with only 2 left on the consequence, with that, it explodes out, dripping everybody in the sludge, slowing them down, and at this point, causing, as you guys get farther and farther away, you see the horrid senses now firmly tuned to only the villagers, who are going to have to figure out what they need to do. At the same time, you see looking like they are riding this creature that has about 10 arms, that all the arms are making it move around, no face, just like this torso and arms, and this thing is riding it almost like a general from what looked like the Umber Horde. Stops, make sure they're not within the sludge, and is just watching you. Almost looks like through a spyglass, kind of taking stock as you make your ways to the bridge to sail through. But with that, you have left this encounter.
Oof.
What would you like to do?
Grim, we just had a bath. I think you did that on purpose.
You then chose to pick her up and not me.
I can't.
don't
Yeah,
have
I can't pick you up.
That's your fault then, huh?
I love the new look.
I pat both you on your head, and you get sludge on it.
Oh.
Good friends.
Thanks. Now I need another bath.
Yeah.
Well, at least Garen doesn't have any hair for it to get in, so he kind of shakes it and it flies off. So,
Oh, that was very close. Good shot with your magic, Eliana.
Thank you. Hey, we made it through without actually getting a scratch.
yeah.
Knocking on whatever wood
Knock on
she
wood.
has.
You think we made it through?
Well, at least that.
Hey, we
Have you
get-
entered?
5 minutes, all right? Give me 5 minutes. I'll take 5
Give us-
minutes.
Yeah, give us one encounter where one of us doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah, but we still got this dude on the whatever that's called. Our,
He looked.
our leader on a what is that? I don't even know what that is.
He
Oh,
looked
let's
like he
keep
had
going.
a purpose. And
Yeah, us.
well, maybe us specifically, or just people coming around this area. So
Was that with the zombies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we need to let's keep moving and get to either the ferry or the crypts. I would prefer that we hit the ferry first.
On the map, that's what I was gonna bring up. The first ferry is kind of off a little bit as we start traveling down that bridge-like structure. Do we want to hit the first ferry first, then? Kind of do a detour.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'd be that far out. It's not like we're going way out of our way to do this. It's pretty much a straight
No.
line from first ferry, then crypts, then whatever's afterwards.
As long as we don't encounter something really bad and strange, it'll be fine.
Well, taking a lesson from you, Grim, all we're going to run into is something strange and dangerous. So
I
I
will.
don't think this area has anything but street.
I tried to be on the side of that. You know, maybe these people will help us, but you know what? You were right. So yeah, we trust no one. We trust nothing.
That's nothing. I'm with you. You know, as someone who generally tries to help out at every chance, my trust meter is going to be generally a little bit higher. But I know that you guys are who we need to put our trust in first. So
Right?
Lesson
We need more
learned.
powwows. But yeah, let's. I still think there's a reason why.
So why are we heading towards the statue of the fairy? Is that
Because my friend was a fairy before she ran away. She was really small. And I'm sure
Oh, we're-
Eliana has more logical reasons.
Well, we're still kind of trying to at least fulfill maybe a quest for our now gone friend Echo, but at the same time, maybe there's some information there that we can gather. As we've been moving along, we're getting more and more good pieces of info that's going to help us restore, maybe hopefully restore Corey's beacon, and us resetting. Ultimately, my goal is to reset the world. So, yeah, if hopefully the first fairy's good information, a positive source, as opposed to all this dark umber that we bring.
Okay, cool. And this is just basically a statue, or is there a tower attached? This is a tower, or is that just a base for a statue?
That we don't know.
Okay.
Do we know? Oh, wise and ever loving.
It's on the top of a very large, like, it's kind of like a tower. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go there and check it out. Not real keen on going into the crypt.
Yeah, but that's our next we have to go to spot.
Yeah, what I mean is the longer we can put that off, the better I feel.
Oh. Yeah, I hear you. But it's not any less dangerous out here than it is there. If we've learned anything in our travels, short of having a beacon, you're screwed.
Out here, I will say I can fly. That gives us a little bit more of a tactical advantage. So, more comfortable out in the open. But with you all the way.
All right. So, in that case,
and where did the crazy dude with the crazy armed guy creature? I'm just kind of peering back. Has he disappeared? Is he still spyglassing us?
He's more out of sight than anything, because you guys just kept on going. You didn't like stop. Like, oh, good. I imagine you just kept on moving.
Yeah, we kept kind of walking. Yeah.
So it just seems to like kind of get the last of you, and now that whole scene is out of in the sight there. All right. So now, finally coming, you can see what looked like it once was a bridge in part of the crypts themselves. These large pillars that supported this rise up. Among the pillars, there are like occasionally ladders and sometimes stairs worked into the stone. Each of these pillars themselves are about 100 feet wide that you are moving between, and rise up 600, 800 feet. As you look about here. In addition, go ahead.
I'm going to keep looking for any more familiar sigils, any markings of the group that we've been kind of investigating, the future apocalypse people, anything familiar, even if it's unfamiliar. Just trying to. She's gathering as we're kind of walking by, just kind of checking. Now we're not doing super in depth, but I don't want to slow us down. But at the same time, I don't want to pass up an opportunity to gather information.
No, absolutely.
We're at these first pillars. We're not at the statue yet, right?
No, you're not at the statue.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. Very similarly here. I'm going to let you make this roll, but so you narratively understand. So this kind of happens with every scene in Daggerheart, where I'll set these and helps give us a framework for it, where you have an explore counter and where you have your main counter, which is now kind of explore and get to the ferry, and then I have a consequence counter is there as well. But because you're moving through these ruins, what you're able to do and say you're doing is much wider. For instance, Eliana looking in and trying to find places, that is going to move the counter down. It's not as where I'm like, okay, now this happens, which was like a chase
Right.
sequence we were doing, but this is
Yeah.
it's called traversal in this, so that's kind of how this is going. So we do have a moment to slow down and check these things, but no, whenever anybody chooses to do a thing, we are moving these counters down
Yep.
one way or
Okay.
the other, so no one's slowing something down.
Okay.
It's, if that makes sense, it's meant to give
Well,
that
I was
sense of-
yeah
Cool. Sorry.
yeah I was just thinking of party pace, not necessarily story pace. You know, we're walking with a purpose, but
No, I know. I was just saying.
Okay.
I'm just talking. I'm trying to teach
Okay,
the game
gotcha.
as we play.
Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
all. If you want me to stop, I'll just start saying this is what's happening. I
you're
just
good.
for the benefit of people, I assume they want to know how the game works if they ever want to do this. So, at any rate, so with that, you can go ahead and give me a knowledge roll, Liana.
Let's see, that's a 18 with hope. That's a good roll.
18 with hope. Very nice. So. You begin all right. I would say this, 18 with hope, why don't you ask me 3 questions?
Uh, okay. Are there any signs of? I'm trying to put together like what we saw in all the other places that indicate danger, or like what the danger might be.
Hmm.
Like if so kind of put it, so maybe in the pillar someone scrawled something that meant spider, and we saw it again maybe with the spider, so we see another one that says spider, so we saw another one with the quivering flesh. There was a bunch of symbols. I'm trying to see if there's a correlation between what we're reading and the stuff that we saw in the tombs and the stuff she's been writing down.
Okay, absolutely. So yeah, okay. So your first question is you're trying to find if anyone's left any type of sign on what has been here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want them in a row, or do you want to take them one at a time?
Right now, just one at a time in our answer.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
is question number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was a success with hope. Okay. So you are looking and you find in dried blood a simple warning. This place was made from the dead.
This place was made from the dying.
Yeah, from the dead
From the dead.
All right.
is what it says in blood. And then you look in there, right below it, there's like a stained, with the bottom of the pillar and the ground, there's a stained outline of a body. The fluids had
Humanoid?
seeped and stained, yeah, humanoid body. The rock here, or the material that the pillar is built of, but there is no body. There's just this stain as though it rested here for a long, long time.
All right. Question 2, and we're still outside of the ferry, right?
Right, you're trying to get to the ferry is what
Okay.
we're
So
doing
yeah,
right
so
now.
get into the ferry. Okay. Any symbols relating to our group?
Your group?
I'd have to go back 30 pages.
The Watches of the Umber, that whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Cloud, that doesn't seem to be the construction here. Construction here seems very old empire. These Gothic things looking like they were meant to either rival or achieve godhood. It's that kind of strange elemental side. You get no sense that the society has any presence anywhere nearby.
Can I go to the group for the third question?
Sure.
You guys got any ideas? What should we be looking for?
We already looked for kind of danger signs.
Well, we got apparently there's a body here. It said this place is made from the dead. There's a definite warning. We kind of know there's. I mean, it's a crypt, and we know there's zombies. I'm guessing that this thing probably turned into a zombie or was affected. We know it kind of has the Umber has kind of that effect on the undead, but we still don't know quite the relationship with that. That's why you got to burn the bodies or whatever religious rite that you do to make sure that they stay down.
If we can detect any other types of magic wards or anything of that nature, whether protecting from the dead or helping the dead or building them up, that kind of stuff. So anything of that nature.
And I can do that outside of the questions.
Okay.
I guess it would be. Is any of this related to anything here that's related to what we've seen throughout the mountain, that construction and that maintenance? That maybe the builders were involved with that. Any sort of symbology with that? Maybe that'll give us an idea of what we find inside the crypts.
Okay.
Right. I do have the detect magic as a.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah,
So yeah, because there's this. Try just because I want to be able to answer them. If we try to keep these questions so I can answer them.
Yeah.
I'd say this does look like similar structure as the bridge and the bridge tower were built.
Yeah,
that you would cross. This is the same, but not necessarily where the tunnel off of it went.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That wasn't a very good wish.
Were you trying to figure something else out, or no?
Yeah, I'm tapped for soul-inspiring, plot-driven Oz, moments of inspiration. So
okay, that's okay. That's okay. So I'd say, taking in this, it does seem to structure. When you take into the account of this message, you look and I would say the pillars here seem to be a combination of mortar and bone that will build. So it's made of the dead. You're realizing that this entire structure seemed to be made of those who died over many, many thousands of years and have been built up. That the Umber now potentially infects.
So she's looking a little closer at the pillars, and you see that, so that warning, this place is made from the dead. Take that literally.
It's literally
This is bone matter and yeah, this whole place has been made on literally the dead backs of people, things, stuff, and it's going to be bad in there. Get ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
I definitely want to go see the ferry now. We need some we need some good news.
All right. So, what would we like to do next?
I would like to kind of scout ahead, seeing if there's any other enemies we can spot, any more undead ahead of us, or if the path is clear. By doing this,
Garen
Darth,
trying to do the same thing from the air, not way up. I don't want to be spotted, so I'm hanging kind of close to the pillars, kind of weaving in and out, but just trying to get a better glimpse while Grim looks on the ground.
Okay. So, what are you looking for?
for Grim, I'm trying to see if we can find tracks of upcoming enemies that are going to try to ambush us, laying in wait or anything.
Okay. Well, let's do that, and then we'll go to Garen's.
Okay.
We'll make these kind of separate here. Yeah, so Grim, go ahead and give me that instinct.
Okay. That is going to be a 12 plus 4, 16 plus 2, 18 with fear.
Okay. Very good. In that case, looking here, you can hear the ruins here vibrate. And as the wind blows, it's almost like a whisper. And some of the construction here has been made in such, or what looks like not carved, or almost like it's grown or changed over time. That looks like it's meant to support a few very large creatures. You see some platforms even up above that look like they have grown out of the pillars in such a way that things could leap and jump. And high above, higher than you can see, you can hear noises of things that seem to be landing on pillars above.
Just as I notice these things, I call up and look up to Garrett as I think he might be encountering one of these. Garrett, there's things in the air landing on pillars. Be careful.
Signal down.
And then, Garen, what are you doing?
So the pillars, I don't want to go all the way to the top. I'm really hanging about 15 feet off the ground. And what I'm trying to do is look for areas that we might be able to retreat to in case we have to fall back as we head towards the statue. So I'm looking for more defensible positions
Okay.
so that we can get back to if things go awry as we go out into the open. So,
All right. This is kind of more analytical, so give me a knowledge, please.
It's 18 18 with hope.
18 with help. I like it. All right. So. All right. Currently, just so you know, we have a consequences down to 4 and explorers down to 7. And as you look, you begin to, you see where there's, I would say, large, like almost half walls
Okay.
that seem to have been left. Looks like probably you get the sense that people once built houses here beneath the crypts. What the purpose of that was, they seem long ravaged over the century since the Emperor fell, but there seem to be had once been a civilization. And you can see where there's several points where, in a pinch, not so much escape, but you might find walls and things that will give you more cover or ways to be more tactical.
Okay.
Right.
And do I get any sense as I'm flying around to hear any of these things, any of this rustling around, noises above me? Since Grim alerted me to the fact that there might be something up there.
I mean, I think as you do that, you probably are able to. You also begin to hear them.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to get more information on it, and that's what you want an action roll to be a move, then that's totally fine. I just don't know.
No, I don't want to draw any more attention to ourselves. So
Okay.
I'll come back down and land where everybody is. Point out where the some defensive structures might be that we can if some things go awry, and then say, we should head towards the statue. But also relay to Grim. I heard those things too. So I didn't go up there to see what they were. So we should keep an eye on the skies.
Keep eyes out and keep our feet on the ground for now.
Yeah.
Should we try to get there quietly?
Proceed with stealth? Probably a good idea.
All right, little ones. Let's move gingerly.
This is next going to be a party of just trying to go very carefully through.
Yes.
Focusing on stealth. Okay. Who would like to lead that?
I suppose I can.
Okay. So then this would be reactions from Garen and Eliana as what you're doing to help, and just so kind of go it. We'll make the roll and we'll see. So what are you doing?
So Garen would be.
What?
I'll be probably at the end. We'll have Eliana in the middle. Grim's leading. I will have just basically my shield at the ready. Not really holding a weapon yet, but eyes around, especially above. That's how
All right. Yeah. Give me instinct.
Is that what this roll is, or?
It depends on what you're doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Instinct 12 with fear.
Okay. So it's just so it's a reaction. So it's just 12.
It's 12.
All right. Then Eliana.
She's just proceeding carefully, just watching around her, so she's not tripping and falling, or
Okay.
making-
So give me a finesse.
It's a 17.
Okay. All right. Then that's a straight roll for Grim.
Okay. Tippy toe, tippy toe. I am going to use Carrie's thing. So that is going to be a 22 with fear.
I thought you were going to say 2. I was like, 2. Right. in that case, trying to go quietly now, trying to lose what's above. You are trying to take more of the least traveled paths, places that aren't as close to the pillars, so there aren't as much room for things to be above or at least get down close to you. As such, the ground here becomes then almost like there's this cavity that seems to have been formed in much of the ground that's between the pillars. And as you traverse, you find yourselves on these tiny bridges that have been slowly being eaten out from underneath. Whatever was used to make the top layer seems resistant to what's been consuming or rotting away what's around. And it begins to crack, threatening for you to fall deep below. From this, we'll need reaction rolls. So this would be strength.
Is there anything next to me? I'll give you the reaction roll first.
Before you all do that, I might have something. Can I spend a stress here? And so if I spend a stress normally with a target and make an attack, I can target 2 additional creatures. And if I was to spend a hope, I could throw them. So I want to spend a stress, mark a stress, and spend a hope I have, and pick up Eliana and Garen and go, "Don't worry, if I don't make it, you will." And I chuckle both as I just start running to try to save myself, but make sure they're safe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think what I'm willing to take for this, if you spend an extra stress, I'll let you throw both to safety.
Perfect.
And then give me your reaction.
All right. And what type of roll is this?
So when you pick up Garen and go to throw him, as you throw him, his wings just come out and he just kind of. He's like, I could have just flown. It would have been okay. You can stop throwing me places.
Yeah. Well, you would have fallen initially on whatever's down there, because that's what the reaction there for. Are you quick enough to do something before consequence?
Oh, I didn't realize that it was already breaking.
So the whole idea is
okay.
It's breaking beneath your feet, and so it's
Gotcha.
like that
I
was
thought this was kind of
no
a
worries.
precautionary thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is just realize it's breaking. You throw. I think it's Grimir leaping. Give me that strength reaction.
Right.
That is a critical 212.
Oh,
Nice. Maxing it out.
You see Grim do the Hulk leap as he just like bends down and just.
I love it. Throw and leap, and you see this long was about a 50-foot part that had been totally rotted from underneath and now just falls. You're splashing into the waters below. And you look down and you can see that there's been wood that looks like wooden planks that looks like they were initially placed here that rose up from the water. And that then there was this layer of like kind of this bone and cement over it. And it's as though it's the support that's kind of been being rotted underneath.
I'd just like to mention that my reaction roll would have been a 1. I rolled 2 1s for a crit, but I have a -1 strength. But anyway, saved by Grim, which is awesome.
Yeah, narratively, it's very fun.
Ooh,
And she was yelling the whole way.
Close bath. I think that's what this place, this new vendetta is. to give Grim a bath.
It's a sign.
All right. In that case, what else would you all like to do? I think now you're getting closer to the island itself, where the fairy statue is. Moved pretty far. And I'll let you do your moves.
I'm still, looking for signs and symbols, especially as we get closer. Feeling for anything magical with this place. Hopefully, it's good magic. We get some aether stuff in this place. I hope. Knocking on wood again, but she's still being aware of her surroundings. Any signs, any imports, using her knowledge to hopefully clue us off.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay, give me a knowledge.
So that's a 20 with fear.
20 with fear. Alrighty, so mark that. In that case, further here, there upon what looked like were walls that were built only for the purposes of writing upon. You see prayers of divine significance, all to the veiled gods. And at one time, they seem to have been, I would say, imbued with holy power. You can see that the stone itself seems to have once been white, but since has grown black and dark. What once was divine has instead become infected and changed to intense areas of umbral contamination.
Are there specific like names of the gods on there, or
There are no names. So their deities, they often didn't really have names, nor did they have like that. The idea was there are beings out there.
Okay.
Well, there are certain depictions.
Like an energy.
Yeah, the depictions of them, but their faces always obscured, always over a veil, and there was evidence, it seemed, and you would notice this, that they existed because they did, especially in the past, interact and send emissaries down, but they were never fully realized. But what you do sense is there are, I would say, you can get information about some of the prayers talk of wanting to go to they call it the throne of one particular one, as if that's where they deem to live.
Of a particular entity?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they refer to it living within the cradle of light.
Some good stuff up here, guys.
this whole idea of kind of this. I hope I will be around enough to find the cradle, make my way there.
Great. That's way on the other side of the map.
All right.
So, you think
And as you get there, I would say at this point, you find kind of this idea of the land bridge fully ends. And you see there are holes in a wall and also some doors where it looks like you would be entering the bottom level of the crypts themselves.
Oh, this opening to the crypts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Put a mark down here. Can we look around, see if we can find some sticks or something that we can maybe make a marker?
Sure. So the idea here is that in order to get to this island, you actually have to travel through this section of the crypt
Yeah.
Oh,
and exit,
Okay.
because like basically the land, like this kind of gets you here, which is where you've traversed thus far,
right.
and now to get to you have to go through the first section of the crypt.
Okay.
See, this is where my geography question came in, because I was thinking that the crypts were only, that higher part just to the left of where it's written, the Crypts of Zathu. That was the crypts. The rest of this was all just like bridge work, walls, not part of it. So that whole semicircle is
the
all
crypt.
part of the Crypts of Zathu.
Yeah, so these crypts
That whole
fell
thing-
in.
See, that would have okay.
I
Now it
apologize.
makes
I
sense.
didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. That's why it makes sense that the zombies were a little closer to us. I thought they were way back over.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
oh, we got plenty of time.
Now I
'cause
see where we did it. Get okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Now that we got this figured out, I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize the whole semicircle. Okay, so we're gonna have to go through this partial section just to get to the first ferry. Got it. Well, what do we want to do, guys? We
We're
have
not
this
taking
entrance.
water, so
Can we take just a quick look around and see if there's any kind of any boats or rafts or anything like that that's maybe in the water here that will allow us to kind of skirt this part of the crypts to go over towards the statue before we head in?
Okay. Yeah. Give me instinct.
Instinct?
Yeah.
That is just a 5 with hope. So.
Okay.
I have about 6, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference.
Okay. A 5 with hope. Okay. So yeah, looking about you go to the waters and you at first see something that looks like there may be a boat. As you get closer to grab it, it just kind of breaks apart, the wood heavily rotted, and then kind of sinks. And
I don't think this one's going to work, guys.
as it goes down, there's disturbance upon the surface of the water, as though vibrations from underneath.
We should back up.
And you hear these like throaty calls, like coming from both above and almost seem muted from the water below, as things seem alerted to the living.
My bad. We should probably go into the crypt.
I'm going to use a stress to reload my Unleash Chaos. And
As someone who is familiar with the water and stuff, can I get any kind of sense You said those sounds are coming from above and below, from the water and above?
Yes.
And the door to the crypt is already open?
I mean, yeah, you think it's open. There's also some holes in the walls you could probably
Right.
get through as well.
I mean, so we don't have to. We either go through the crypts or we got to get into the water to get to the ferry.
Correct.
Correct, and there's no
We
boat.
don't,
Okay. Well,
we're going to have to go to the crypts. This is not recommended here that we enter this water.
right. What do you think, Graham? You ready to go into the crypts?
Okay.
There might be things for you to
Yeah,
hit in there, Graham.
We got this, big guy.
I will go try to see if I can push the crypt doors open. And then I'll look at Garen and go, why'd you have to touch the water? Haven't we learned?
I'm a ribbit. I can't help it. Water attracts me.
Right.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength. Give these large doors.
There we go. That is a 20 with hope.
Okay.
I just put my shoulder into it.
Nice. You take your shoulder and it does open up. And you come in to a vast sorry, there's a lined area that looks like it goes up hundreds of feet of interred individuals. Much of this place you see where whatever sealed them away has been broken from the inside, and as you pushed in the doors you realize you had pushed away very loudly much of what seems to be about 2 to 3 feet of loose stone and mortar and bone that has come from what you can tell, miles and miles of interred dead that have broken out.
Maybe the water's better.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
They are called crypts for a reason, you two.
They are.
What'd you think being here? Food? This isn't a food locker. I wish, though. As he enters the crypt.
Okay.
I'm following.
Right. You enter in, and before you, approaching somewhat slow, a group. You see these creatures are just made purely of yellowed bone, skeleton, rusted armor, and rusted weapons, chipped, that immediately raise them towards you. While above, you can see now many shapes that now are crawling within close range. 24 creatures.
Jesus.
What level do I need for a force field?
grasp themselves that seem to like wrap their bodies around what essentially are these, like, 2x4, 2x3 rectangles that once held bodies that they're climbing down towards you,
Jesus Christ.
ready to devour. And with that, you all have the spotlight. So mechanically, just let you know that these are 2 packs of these creatures, 12 each.
How close are they?
Close.
Well, I have to move into melee.
All right, so if you're trying to get the ones above, you'd be climbing up.
No, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
Grim?
get the ones in front.
Yeah,
Ones in
Garen, take the
front.
ones down below us. Garen and I'll take the ones above us, and we'll meet in the middle.
Okay. And
All
I
right.
just put my head down and start running.
You got it. So there are 3 individual skeletons in front of you as you.
Yep. And I can just move right up to him and hit, right? I don't have to make a roll.
Right, because they're
Move.
close.
Yep. Okay. So then, yes, I run and I literally first is I run and headbutt the first one. Here we go. That is going to be 14, 15, 16, 17 with hope.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. Here comes the fun. So I'm going to spend a stress here and hit one of the other ones that are right next to it. And then as I do that, I'm spending that hope to take those 2 as I headbutt the first one. And then the second one, I just come over with an elbow. And as I elbow him, I grip him up around the neck. And the one I headbutted, I push together and I kind of form them into a ball. And I take the ball and I throw it against the wall into a close range away from me. So for damage wise, this is going to be, so that will be 22 damage to both of them.
2 to each.
Yes.
All right. How do you want to do this? This takes out both.
Yeah, you see him grip forms him to do a ball after time up and throws them against the wall and they just splat.
Nice.
Look, I made paint.
All right. That was with hope, so you still have the spotlight.
You want to go, Garen?
Yeah, Garrett is going to take and send a bolt of light towards the group that's coming down from above. So let's see, roll. The 16 with fear to hit.
Very nice. That hits.
Okay. And for damage, it does 9 points. It does 9.
Right. Very good. So with that, 2 of these pack of zombie creatures are like, are almost incinerated by your light.
And if any are still left, they're now vulnerable, and grow, and they glow now. They give off this glow.
Oh, nice. Light highlights them. With that, and this was like from the floor you fired this, right?
Yeah. Since it's dark, I don't know what the flying situation would be here. If somebody could grab me if I was flying, so we're going to keep on the ground.
You got it. Yeah. Yeah, the thing with flying is you realize you don't know what are in these various crypts.
Yeah,
Like, that are
exactly.
on the walls. You're like, who knows what's up there? So, yeah, at this point, having been engaged and seeing this, the 22 left just leap off and dive down towards you, falling.
Juliana incoming.
Falls out, and here we go. And like There you go. All on Garen.
Yikes.
First attack, 11.
11 does hit.
Okay. So this is the group falling, kind of grasping for 12 physical.
All right, that's. I'm going to mark off with armor and take an HP.
Very good. And kind of the second force here is 4.
4 does not hit.
Then this last skeleton tries to slice Grim for 12.
That hits.
Okay. So it goes a stab for 6 physical damage.
Okay. Did you hit me as you cut a piece of hair and it trims off? And I just stare.
Very good. With that, I'll pass the spotlight.
All right, I could use new stuff. So, Ellie is seeing these skeletons leaping off the wall. Just kind of puts her hands out, and it's like, oh my god, what do I do? And then I'm going to use Veil of Night. So, making a spellcast roll, I got to beat a difficulty of a 13. On success, you create a temporary curtain of darkness between 2 points within far range. Only you can see through this darkness. You're considered hidden to adversaries on the other side of the veil, and you have advantage on attacks you make through the darkness. The veil remains until you cast another spell. So, so she throws that. Oh, that's probably not going to work very well. Yeah, we're going to try it anyway. So I'm going to roll that. And so that was a 16 with hope. So that's her. So she's got the veil up, and she's kind of putting it in a bubble like around because she's up against the wall.
Uh-huh.
And creating this wall. So no one can see her. She's classified as hidden, so it's a disadvantage on our rolls to attack. And seeing it's just around her, she can see out and gain advantage to attacks. But yeah, so that's the situation. So that's her action.
Very nice.
And here behind this black, shadowy, misty kind of form, this wall. Say, that's new.
And that was with hope, right?
That was with hope.
Very good. You all start the spotlight.
Karen, she left us. And I
No,
punched
she's
the
right
other
here.
one.
She's okay.
Still here. This is cool.
That is a crit.
Can you see me?
Ooh.
Fours. So, all right. That's going to be 32 plus 22,
Holy crap.
55 damage.
Woohoo!
How do you want to do this?
I literally, as I look and see Eliana technically disappear because she's hidden from us, I go, she left us! And I punch straight through the skeleton without even realizing it. And then I turn back and go, he left us!
Oh, amazing. All right, as it just poofs to bone and dust. I love it. All right.
And then can move very close to Garen.
Yeah, as they're like covered in
Yes.
these zombies.
Garen, I
you
got
also
your
in the
back.
spotlight.
All right, so it's Garrett. I guess these are right on top of me. So he'll use his axe. And I guess he's got advantage now. That is 21 with hope to hit.
Got it. That
And-
hits.
For 9 magical.
Okay. Hope. So so you strike out as two go down from your blow. 8 more try to grab at your extended arm, trying to take advantage of the vulnerability from attacking for a 10.
On me?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
I will step in and take your hit.
Nice. So as they go to grab it, try almost like they're trying to pull the arms off of Garen, you step in, Grim, and their hands coil around your arms. This is 14 physical.
14. Okay. I again stare at them and go, "Are you going to do anything? You made my nipple twitch."
Awesome. And then you all start with the spotlight.
Who's
Eliana.
on the up?
Let's see.
Are there still two groups, or did Grim take care of the other group?
The
No, he only had
skeletons are
3.
gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's 3 skeletons, they're all gone.
Okay.
And now there's just these 2 packs of zombies, basically.
One of the packs should be vulnerable, or is that just on one of the zombies? How is that mechanic?
Yeah, one zombie pack is vulnerable, correct.
Okay.
Garrett, Eliana left us.
I'm still here. I can see you.
I'm sure.
Well, all right. I guess I'm gonna blast into the group. It's gonna cause the Veil of Night to go away. Unfortunately, I missed that last line. The veil remains until you cast another spell. I'm like, well, that's kind of pointless.
Can you use your like glowing rings though?
Yeah, but that's basically a melee, but it does magical damage.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I can use manipulate magic, is that casting a spell?
It should say spell, like it's a spell on your card.
Well, so the glowing rings are actually an equipment, but it's
Right.
very close. But under Primal Origin, I can do a spellcast trait where I can manipulate magic. But is manipulating magic causing a spell?
It shouldn't be, unless, like I said, unless that was a spell for manipulate magic.
Well, it just says your Primal Origin allows you to modify the essence of magic itself after you cast a spell or make an attack using a weapon that deals magic damage. You can mark a stress to do one of the following.
Does
Instead
your
the
weapon
spell-
deal magic damage?
The glowing rings do magical damage.
Then that would allow you to do it. If the weapon does magic damage, it just said, yeah.
Right, and that's
Right.
what.
So the ability is not a spell unless it says like spell on it.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure. So I could use. I'm going to mark a stress then, and because it's very close for the rings, and I'll move it out. That should get me in range to be able to use the rings damage
Okay.
without causing a spell. So the Vel can stay up, so I can use the glowing rings. So I'm going to roll the hit. Although I don't get my instinct on that. So that's an 11 with hope.
Okay, that will hit.
Oh, sweet. All right.
You're doing this from very close.
Well, I'm extending the range, so it'd be
You're very
now
close.
close. Yeah.
Or close or very close is what range you're doing this from.
Yeah, it would be so the rings are very close, but I'm extending the range too close.
Close. Perfect. Got it.
For 20 points of magical damage.
Did you roll a hit?
I did. You said I hit with an 11.
Cool. Was that with hope or fear?
Hope.
Hope. Cool. All right. So 20. 6 go away at this.
Nice.
Holy crap. Yeah, so she just kind of sits back. It's like, all right, how can I do this? I don't know what this veil does. I haven't done this before. So she's like, all right, we're gonna give this a go. And she kind of throws out like a little air punch, and the magic shoots from her hand, and it kind of blasts the 6 that are near Garen.
All right. With that, you'll still have the spotlight.
Garen, let's finish them with the Froggy Boa smash. I'm initiating a tag team.
What are we doing? You gonna throw me
Tag
again?
team. This one's different. I'm going to throw them into you and you finish them.
Okay.
As Grib jumps in the air and comes down to smash ones right into the back of it, or like a bunch of them into Garen as we do this tag team. I got a 15 with Hope. Hope,
Nice.
what'd you get?
I got. Oh, this is terrible. I'm going to use my last paradise to bump up my roll by 3. So that would give me 9. Actually, I don't need to use it.
Don't
12.
have to if you because we choose between
No,
yours
it's fine.
and mine.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a. If it's straight attack, I got 9, 10, 11, 12 with fear. So
Yeah, we would go with mine then. So we'd
Yeah.
go with 15 with
I
Hope.
would do it.
Okay, so
don't
you both
waste
get
time.
15 in hope, and you'll be able to use your. So you fuse your damage.
Perfect.
Damage.
You both roll damage, rather. Sorry.
9, 10. So 10 magical with my axe.
Nice.
24 for Grim.
So 34 total.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So striking. It's going to be a total of 6 more that go down. This eliminates 1 zombie pack, and I'm going to let it eat into the next one because they're all around here.
All right. Do we still have mechanically? Are they still vulnerable? Are they still glowing? Or
No, the vulnerable ones are gone.
All right.
As they are going to kind of react here and miss because they got a 0-1. So it's okay. So you're still in the spotlight.
all right. So after. All right. Go ahead, Eliana.
I'd say if you guys hold tight, I'm just gonna take another air punch, seeing as that worked. Just gonna swing again with her left and kind of do the same thing. So I'll burn another. Well, let's see if I hit first. I can't add. 12 with fear, unfortunately.
12 with fear. That's going to hit with fear.
Cool. For 18 points of damage.
Okay, 2 more go down. As they start to try to pull at Garen with a 4. So describe what happens. How do you get out of the way?
So he has. So while he has what just happened with Grim throwing these at him, he's just taking his axe and kind of just sliced right through him. So that got rid of them. And then as another one was trying to grab hold of it, he has a shield and he just pushes back with his shield. It's all in one motion. As he swings around with the axe and he sees another one coming and he just kind of blocks it with the shield at the same time.
Nice. I love it. And I'll go ahead and pass the spotlight.
And then as he does that, as he blocks that one with his shield, hooks his axe back, and then shoots out another beam of light at the other group for an 21 with fear.
Ooh.
Does that 4, 5, 7 points of damage on them.
Okay. As you put your arm out, they immediately respond by trying to pull upon you for 12.
Yes, that does it.
All right. That is 8 physical damage.
I will step in again. And I literally look at it as I do, and I go, "Stop tickling me!"
All right. As you do that, they activate again with 16. On
The Garen or Grip?
Grim, sorry.
Yep, that hits.
For another 7.
7. Yeah, okay.
The other group is vulnerable now too. Right?
No, why are you tickling so softly?
You have the spotlight.
All right, Grip, do some damage.
I bonk him on the head. Stop tickling. That is going to be a 14, 17 with fear. So, for damage, that's 21 damage, though.
Holy crap!
I bonk him into the ground.
Right?
Indeed. How do you want to do this ultimately?
I bonk them all. I
Last
play
one.
whack-a-mole. Boom.
All right. As you are doing this bonk, it seems like the bits of them are like rolling and like detached hands are clawing their way, just walking with their fingers as different pieces and heads fall from this the ceiling here from some of these opened coffins as they begin to very quickly, you see as they're falling, amalgamate into one large creature made of many as they lift up essentially a large club made of flesh and bone, as many hands and legs make up their own form. The club mouths are open and closed as if ready to bite as it gets close, swinging this club of flesh around. And you can see that around the head area and even the body, the flesh that was separate actually begins to meld together, forming a body of eyes and teeth and nail. And we'll end there for tonight. For today.
Hello.
I don't think that thing's gonna tickle, Grim.